live, and it says live, so I believe we are, but I'm not on the screen yet. My face, at least. Let me try to alter this some. 14 seconds in. Can we alter it from there? No. Yes, we can. All right. So we'll tighten it now. Who's there? Rotate device. Do we have a chat going? Live chat. Looks like somebody's with me. It's Promethean Promulgation himself. Great to see you. Am I horizontal on your screen? Am I vertical on your screen? I want to figure out how to set this up just right, so that right now all of your verbiage is sideways for me. Caleb is here. Great to see you, brother. And there's a chat, live chat going. I think if I click this one, it rotates. Yeah, it's saying to rotate the device. Am I sideways for you all? Sideways for us too. Does anybody know how to fix that? Share, mute. No, that's not what I want. Maybe if I do this on. All right. Let's put this. Did that do anything? No. Well, maybe it's got to be. I don't imagine it has to be vertical, but it's not giving me an option for otherwise. I think I've clicked every button now. So, I guess I'll go ahead and do that. How about that? Is that any better? Are we? Caleb is here. Promethean Promulgation. First up. Can you hear me okay? Can everybody hear okay? Missouri Battle Flag. Ken Focus here. Zero budget showcase. Hey! You should be straight up and down right now, looks like. Might have to unlock your screen orientation. Yeah, you and I are thinking on the same trek, because that's what I did, but... Oh, what is this? Now it's giving me... No, that's saying that's going to give me the camera on the other side, rather than change my layout. So it looks like this is going to have to be the layout, I guess. Maybe for next time we'll figure out how to set that up properly. But please let folks know that we are going to be together here briefly. We are at the great Yizz, the Unifiers picnic in the great state of Tennessee. Drove down here a couple of days ago and have had a remarkable time here at the picnic. Live spreading white positive cheer, as you can see. The weather is gorgeous. Actually, the sun has just peeked behind some clouds, but it's still quite a blue sky behind us, and it feels wonderful out here. But people around there, we saw some church groups here. We've got a great group that's here today. Wonderful conversation. You can probably hear that in the background right now. Let's get some thumbs up on the stream while we're here if we can. I want you to know, and I want everybody, before we say anything more about the picnic today and just the kind of conversation that's taking place, the kind of good people are here, I want you all to know that I will not be streaming Going Free tomorrow. I'm going to have to put it off until Monday, because I will be traveling tomorrow, traveling back to the once great state of Virginia, and we will be then putting off the Going Free gathering till 5 on Monday. So if anybody asks, please let them know. And looks like we still have everybody here with us. I don't know if you can see some of this background behind me. You can see there's a little bit of clouds that have rolled in just now, a little bit of wind. I think that's exactly what ended up happening last year when we were together. It had been, I guess, a little sunny, and then during the gathering, and then more toward the end, the clouds sort of came in, and that's when I decided to stream. So essentially, we have some great folks here. We got people from the MAGA community that have shown up. Several different communities here. All of them are, liberty-loving, sort of peace-loving, and white positivity and cheer everywhere. And thank you for the thumbs up, folks. And fit and healthy at any age is with us. Great to see you, brother. Greetings, folk of the West. Great to see you, man. So we've been talking though about white well-being. We've been using the concepts, and people have been taking to the concepts immediately, as is the case everywhere you go. When you talk about white well-being, when you use the concepts of going free, people just immediately are able to heed what you're saying, and this time is no different. I mean, actually, I would put on my sunglasses. I'm squinting a little bit in the light, but it's a beautiful day. But if I put on the sunglasses, I won't be able to see what you wonderful people are writing. Although maybe I could try. Let's see. Let's see if I can see what you're writing. Oh my God, it's blurry as hell. But somebody writes something. Let's do this. No, I can't read a damn thing. So we'll stick with the glasses. Beautiful day. Have a good time, says Kevin. It's great. I'm having a wonderful time. So immediately, though, we're talking, and you have the different concepts, the different approaches, the different lenses, if you will, about how to view the world. You hear them over the course of years when you're talking about these sorts of things. Caleb says, I look like a Matrix character with my shades. Thank you for that. I am. And so we all are. When you're serving white well-being, we all are essentially outside of the Matrix, and we're popping in, and then we interact with the folks who are here. We try to set things right in the world. But so you're hearing the different things that are taking place, the different lenses, the different arguments. You hear them just coming out of people's mouths. It's normal, and but of course, they're so radically flawed. These ways to view the world are they might be good-hearted. The heart's in the right place. You want the right thing to happen, but nonetheless, you're looking at things in a way. There's a train going by. You can hear that. You're looking at things in a way that are ultimately detrimental to your cause, which is to push back against anti-whiteism. I'm the ultimate Agent Smith. I'm a cross between Smith and Neo. So that's the ultimate Agent Smith. But yeah, so you have to, Promethean hails to the great reptile. Great to see you, brother. I miss you and your lovely family here today at the picnic. But you are here in spirit. Anyhow, we are able to start talking. A great example about this is talking about the white erasure of our norms and customs. Everyone here was immediately able to understand that. Even if they hadn't heard the stuff that we do and the stuff that we talk about before, they were able to immediately understand, well, yeah, that's actually what white people are creating. You get a bunch of people nodding, yes, that's true. And that is what is under attack. And it's important, of course, to talk about those things, because when you have folks talking about these just our projection as abstractions, they can't be defended, because these are these proxy positions that folks take, and they've, for generations now, the attempt to stop anti-whiteism steamrolling over Western civilization by way of the proxy positions, these proxy defenses, has always failed. And Reptile, you're absolutely right. She does, though, and she has been in rare form. We're going to bring her over in just a minute, the hostess with the mostest. She's been in rare form as always. Just like last year, I was walking up, and I get Kate with me. We're walking up, and there's Yizz. She's cooking away. She's entertaining while she's cooking. She's being the cook and the maitre d' and the waitress all at the same time, and the entertainer. She's on the stage. So it's truly remarkable. I'll holler over and we'll bring her over to get her thoughts. But please, everybody, remember and share with those who may ask. I guess maybe I'll tweet about it as well, that Going Free, Sunday's Going Free, is postponed till tomorrow, or till Monday, the day after, Monday at 5. I will be in transit from the beautiful state, once great state of Tennessee, to the once great state of Virginia tomorrow. So I think last year I wanted to get home and maybe do a little bit of a late stream, but it was not doable. Too much traffic, and I anticipate the same thing will happen this time as well. It's going to be packed. The roads will be packed, so we won't be able to bring the normal Going Free to everybody in time. But let me call over. Yes. Okay, here comes the hostess with the mostest, and I'm gonna try to do this since we're both gonna be. We'll kind of have more. Come on this side.
Okay.
The phone has
Howdy,
to be.
everybody.
Please have a seat, or let's get the spider web out of the way. It's just one of those Tennessee spiders. So here we go. Let's get you in there.
Oh, we're doing vertical. Okay, cool.
Yeah, well.
I like your phone stand.
Well, thank you. We'll have to get you one of those then. It's perfect. So I'm still here, folks, but we got the hostess with the mostest. I was just telling everybody, exact Kingdom of Finland just showed up, about how I showed up with Kate, and you were cooking and hostess and entertainer and waiter and everything all at once. So
it was a fun day today. Is there anything in particular you want me to talk about?
Anything you want to talk about?
Well, the thing that I love most about doing these events is I bring people from different camps together that have all realized there are problems that are anti-white in nature. And I have people here that I've met from the old MAGA movement community. I got people here that I've met just from living locally here in this area, North Carolina, South Carolina, East Tennessee. And all the people that I've assembled here today, they don't have an Ant-Nat past. They aren't part of the anti-white narrative. They're not villains. They're just people that I've met that are sick of the anti-white crap. And they want to get together and talk about it and do something about it. And two of the women here today, they are teachers. They teach children. One of the women here today has a long history of helping other educators with educational material. And Jason and I are filling their heads full of really good lexicon, good ideas to tell who knows how many hundreds or thousands of young people that need to have better ideas and better language. And of course, we have just friends and family and people here. Nathan Lantini's on his way, but Nathan got held up earlier today, he said, and there's bad traffic or something. And so he's not even made it here yet, but hopefully he'll be here. I see a lot of familiar names in the chat. Reptile, and I wish you could be here today. Let's see who I got. Oh, I have the Kingdom of Vinland. We met him in Texas, and that was fun. No, Kingdom of Vinland. No, that was Time Traveler. We met in Texas.
Victorian Time Traveler.
Yeah, Kingdom of Vinland I haven't met yet. See who else we got here. We got Reptile. Fit and Healthy. We got all kinds of people here today. A bunch of people turned out for this. All right.
Mr. Napoleon.
Oh, High Speed Drifter. I see him here too. I recognize him from chat. Mr. Napoleon. Hi, guys. All right. Well, I took a little video blog, a few different points yesterday and today. I'm going to start making little snippets of my events public because I want to encourage people to do the same. Like the things that I do, anybody can do and you can be proud of. The kind of events I do, the kind of things we talk about, you could put on Facebook because we don't talk about anything dangerous. We don't talk about anything that will, trigger the anti-white narrative flags in people's heads. We're just positive people that love our culture and love our people, and we want to make a difference. And you can do that where you live too. Like you can have a picnic, you can have a barbecue, you can have a cookout, a camping trip or something like that. And I think that the more of us that are willing to show our faces and say, look, our people are getting together because we are morally righteous and we're tired of this evil happening to us and we're going to end anti-whiteism together. I think the more of us that put our faces to this and get the message out there, the faster that we're going to make a difference, don't you think?
Heck yeah. And
so that's one of the reasons I decided to be on cam with this event today is, and you'll see my video of either, I think, Monday or Tuesday when I finally get it all up. I walked around and had a few people that wanted to be on cam talk about what they loved about the event, and it was a delightful little snippet. It was only about 3 minutes, but it was a good time. So. Well, I guess that's about it. I don't have anything else to say other than I'm glad you like my pork chops.
I love it.
I put a lot of work into cooking, and I love to cook for you guys. So if any of you want to come to my events, you will be well fed. You'll get some of the best beef and pork you've ever had. I promise.
Yeah, do it. Next one, you better be there, folks. Are
Well, I'm
you?
gonna step away then.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna get back to the grill. All right, bye everybody. I'll see you. You doing a stream tomorrow?
Won't be able to tomorrow because
Not
I'll
tomorrow?
be in transit.
In transit.
I'm thinking
Okay.
about Monday.
Okay. Well, I'll see you guys at the next one then. Bye.
All right. Thank you, Yizz.
You too.
Wow, that is the hostess with the mostest. She's amazing, isn't she? Art Acrobats is here. Yes, she's totally amazing. Tricky Woo is here. Great to see you. Vivian is here. Kinfolk is here. Yeah, it's totally. This is the kind of thing that we need to be having. We need to be having more of these. And if you all have any questions while I'm with you, the time that we're still together here, go ahead and ask them. I can see the entire chat, and I've got my glasses on, believe it or not, so I can read what's being written. So I don't know, how was I doing last year on reading? I don't think I could read last year. I think I had to hold the phone. I know I was holding the phone, but I had to have it far away from my head. But yeah, I mean, it's just, we need to be doing more of this sort of thing. And we are, which is so encouraging. And it's so encouraging because this is not a gripe session. It's not just, again, coming together to talk about how much everything is wretched. You know, it's you don't have teachers just coming together saying, my class in school is wretched, and then another teacher saying, my class in school is wretched as well. You know, people coming together talking about how bad work is, how bad politics are in general. You don't have just that sort of thing. And then these flaccid interpretations of history, these flaccid interpretations of what's going on in the world, and even worse, the flaccid suggestions about what can be done to remedy all of this. You hear a lot of the old slogans, you hear a lot of the old ideas, because that's all there has ever been. But you do have now, with the Go Free method, with the concepts that we're sharing that are changing the world, you can see in real time, that's what's really exciting, you can see in real time people actually hearing these concepts for the first time, saying, yes, that actually makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense looking forward, it makes perfect sense looking backward. I'll be able to use that in my world. There's a big difference that you experience when you're using the Go Free concepts, the Go Free method. There's a big difference when you see the reactions on people. People, when they understand, as you speak these concepts into the world. Hello to Jessica. Yeah, next time we got to be getting together, folks. So come on out next time. When you see people hear something that they know they can use, there's a special look on their face. Now, over all of these years in the white sympathetic sphere, I've seen all of the gambit sort of looks, all of the panoply of looks that people can give when they hear something that, it either condemns another group of people even more than they were condemned already, or it's the kind of thing that they can share, but only with a select few, because, well, they'll lose their job, or they'll lose their family, or they'll lose other members of their family, whatever it might be. These are things that when they hear it, they think, oh my gosh, I can share that with everyone I know. I could share that with my neighbor who even villainy signals anti-whiteism, and get it over on top of them, or persuade that brother or sister who has always been a thorn in my side when it comes to these issues. That's the kind of look you see on people's faces. And these folks are saying, yes, that's exactly. I'm saying things and they're like, yes, that's exactly. Yizz is saying things and they're saying, yeah, that makes perfect sense. So this spreads. It's the curative contagion. It wants to spread itself. People want to adopt these things. And we have non-white people here. Who, the one guy came around to me and shook my hand and he's like, I love everything you have to say. That is evidence. I'm standing up. Let me just back it up. I'm standing up for Western kind. I'm saying we're not going to take it anymore. We're not going to allow the victimization anymore. And everyone of every group is able to come together on that position. Think about that. That's never happened for white people. Be serious. This kind of thing has never happened for white people. In every case, white people have to go into this intense abstractionism and attempt to take ourselves completely out of the picture. And of course, when you take yourself out of the picture, you're white erasing yourself, yeah? You're white erasing yourself from all that we've created, all that we've done, all those abstractions that we love so much and we feel like we need so dearly. You take yourself out. You are the eraser in that white erasure. But now we don't have to do that. With the Go Free method, we don't have to do that. We don't have to villainy LARP. We don't have to villainy LARP that we're playing some bad guy and their story and then all that means. No, we're here with perfect love, with perfect justice, with perfect sympathy for all, with justice for everyone as well. In a world of West where there is no justice anymore, listen, folks, things are getting out in the world. Things are getting really, really bad across the West. You have here a bright spot. You have here like a shooting star on a night of no stars. That's what we have now in the West. Is a night where there's no longer any stars in the sky. It's long since stopped being stelliferous. There isn't even a smattering of stars anymore. But this event, things like this are shooting stars for Western kind, for Western civilization and everyone who lives therein. Because this is the pushback against the great evil of our age. It's not racism. You're not going to say that they're the real racists. That's the ring of Sauron. It's about anti-whiteism. It's about that destroying everything that we need, love, hope for, dream about, that is the West, that emanates from the biospirit of Western kind. And we're not ashamed to say that reality. And those who love us and who love Western civilization, they're not ashamed to embrace that truth as well. So it's a great get together. They're wonderful voices, wonderful, beautiful people, and genuinely from a variety of different backgrounds who are here today, and looking forward to having more and more events like this. Happily drove I guess it was like maybe 8 hours total. Western kind artist here, great to see you. She said finally made it. In fact, we were talking about you a little bit, and you had that with your classroom, right? And we were talking because we have 2 teachers here today as well. So the fact that teachers are able to talk about these things in the class, that's a really enormous thing. It's an enormous feat. You can't even talk about supporting Donald Trump in a classroom, can you? I mean, this is reality without ramifications of that. You certainly can't go into a classroom and villainy LARP and say that in World War II, this side was actually right or whatever. You can't even do that. And why would you even want to? It's not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to do anything, not one jot, to end the victimization of Western kind. You're not going to achieve anything talking about secession and all of this other childish crap that people get paid money for to talk about. None of that's ever going to work. You can, however, talk about anti-whiteism, pushing back against this disease destroying the West. You can say enough is enough. You can say in your classroom, we're not going to use this concept racist anymore because we all know what it means. Instead, things are either anti-white or they're anti-black or they're anti-Jewish, and this dominant dogma today is anti-whiteism. Ken Folk says it takes patience and understanding. I had to go from white negative to now being free. Yeah, it does. It's not easy, because especially what Ken Folk was talking about here, when you first get that urge to stand up against the victimization of our people, the destruction of Western civilization, and as you look out into the world, you see that the way to behave in that resistance, in that pushback, is to play the villain in their story. You don't have the option because you don't get to see me, because the anti-whites censor me, because you don't get to see Team White Wellbeing. You don't get to see that because the anti-whites censor us. You don't get to see that because other folks in the white sympathetic sphere censor us. But we're getting out there. We're having these events. We're bringing people together. And the difference about these kinds of events, this Go Free method, something completely new, something completely revolutionary, something that actually works, is that this is not just a rehashing. You all know this. It's just put another piece of paper. That was the group of the day, de jour. That was the organization. That was the ideology, de jour. And you put it in the photocopier and you'll spit out another one next year. And then you all will get together at those events and you'll keep doing that and it won't go anywhere. You'll keep doing that into perdition. I mean, for God's sakes, you have the country music awards, and country music goes to where it was inevitably going to go. You had all of these Cole and Hank Williams Jr. and all of these others back, and much harder guys out there who said, hey, look, this is where country music is going. They didn't use the word anti-white because they didn't have it. Well, now they're going to have it because of Team White Well-Being. Now they're going to have it because I've given my entire life to this, and I'm not going to stop until we recapture our destiny. They say, this is, in so many words, it's anti-white. In so many words. And now what do you have? They have the they bring the transgenders on the stage, and there's wonderful people. I know they're just wonderful people. The ear is against the door, even here in this kind of beautiful scenery. Look at this. Can you believe this is where I am? This is gorgeous. The weather's Prometheus himself has ensured that we had beautiful weather today for this glorious get-together where hearts and minds and our spirit, the biospirit of the West, are able to come together. You can truly hear the spirit of the West here today, and these voices and the excitement and in the enthusiasm. Very different. I mean, we have Ken folks talking about that he says he was a TRS fool. Thank God he found my channel. Brother, make sure you bungee into folks like yourself and you let them know that you found redemption, that you found a way out of that bitching and complaining and moaning and doom documenting. If you're one of those people, make sure that you bungee back into those communities. And there are a lot of folks in those communities that have heart in the right place. They don't want harm to come to other groups of people. So they shouldn't be mixed up with people who do, right? People who are going to go to jail, people who are going to end up essentially, rightly or wrongly, for those opinions of wanting to harm other people, going to jail or facing other types of persecution or exploitation or what have you. You need to get out of those communities into a place that's healthy, into a mindset that's healthy, into a place where you can actually grow and have a family of your own, if that's in the cards for you. It's not for everybody, but it might be for you. And then from that firm foundation, branch out in your service to white well-being, truly be able to make a difference in the world. We are the apostles. These are the journeys that the apostles of every ideology that changes anything in the world. This is the journey, the quest that they have to go on. You want to be part of that quest. You want to be part of that change. Caleb's saying the white flame burns on no white guilt. It does, absolutely, brother. It absolutely does. Crystal Quasar is here. Great to see you. Western Kind Art says, beautiful natural setting. I'm with you in biospirit. You absolutely are. I can feel you are. I can feel all of you here. People are walking by, lovely people, if you could see them. Wonderful families. They got the dogs. They got the children out. Everybody is happy. But this is what's dying. There's going to come a time that, and not at some remote time in the future. This is, Crystal, thank you for the diamonds there. Thank you. Casting diamonds at the feet of these apostles. Team White Well-Being on the scene. This is not something that is some like far off, maybe it'll go bad, maybe you'll be able to live through it. No, it's happening right now. This entire drive down, I saw the consequences of anti-whiteism. The turning on just YouTube, consequences of anti-whiteism. Billboards, consequences of anti-whiteism. The stories people are sharing here, but the negative consequences of anti-whiteism. More ways that Western civilization is being white erased. But the difference is that we have the remedy. We have the cure for this. It's not fanciful. I was just talking about before going live that when we look out at the physical universe, we have mathematic formulae to describe what's going on in the world around us. These formulas are not the physical phenomenon that we see. They are our way, they are our lens to understand the physical phenomenon. So this beautiful world that you can see around us right now, that is what I was talking about, that this is the physical world that we understand with these formulas. The going free formula is how we understand the socio-political world that we are in. It makes sense. The physicists, and we just had Yizz has walked back over, this wonderful champion. She's just the physicists, when they look out at the universe and they come up with these different formulas, there can be several to explain the exact same phenomenon. They go with the one that is simplest and best explains. That's what we have in the Go Free method. What's going on, sister?
Can I borrow your camera for just a moment and visit with you again?
Yeah, please, of course. We got the great hostess with the mostest is going to join us again, so you'll be able to say hello again.
Because speaking of winning formulas, Jason,
yes,
I want to show people what they're missing out on.
Yes, let's do that.
Speaking of winning formulas,
I can tip this right up. Look at that, folks.
This is a 1 pound.
Wow.
Super thick.
Oh my gosh.
This is my own recipe of a bacon wrapped. Look how thick that is.
Wow.
Look at that.
That is succulent.
I'm sorry, not 1 pound, half pound. I cut them in half. This is a half pound apple cider vinegar mesquite barbecue with hickory chips.
Oh my gosh.
Thick cut, uncured Smithfield bacon. Pork chop, and this is my own recipe I've been honing for years and years. This is what you're missing out on by not coming to my wonderful picnic.
Yep.
So I expect to see some of you guys here next time, okay? And you can try some of my delicious meat treats.
Yep, and they are delicious.
And I'm sorry, Jason, I just heard you talk about winning formulas, and I thought,
got one.
And I had an idea for a fun little segment. So
that is a winning formula if we ever saw it.
Hopefully I'll see you guys next time.
Yep. So there you go. In all seriousness, folks, I've been eating the succulent meat treats over here, the very fresh vegetables. It's unbelievable. It really is, I have to say. So not only when you come to a Yizz event, the Yizz picnic, great state, the once great state of Tennessee, not only do you get to have the camaraderie, you get to meet folk from other circles as well in the white sympathetic sphere, and you get to share your testimonials with them about going free, which is one of the things we've been doing. It's been glorious while we've been here, and they've been every one of them, not one has pulled back, not one has said, well, I don't know, not one has walked away, not a single one. Every single one has come in. I'm not kidding you at all. When I started to get rolling speaking, people started coming in. They started coming tighter to the conversation. Why is that? It's not because of the way I look. It's because I'm sharing the Go Free method. And this is the experience that everybody has when they're sharing the Go Free method. When you get skilled, when you are going for yourself, when you're treating yourself for your meme pathogens, and this is all very easy. Anybody who claims that, well, they've got their own concepts, they've got their own jargon. It's very little jargon. You learn more for work, and you pick up everything the anti-whites want you to say that's detrimental to you, right? So if you can pick up what they want you to say that's detrimental to you, then you can pick up what you need you to say that's beneficial, that's salubrious for you, yeah? You can do that. We all can do that. We're growing Team White Wellbeing. Let's reach out to as many people as we possibly can. You share the URL. Be here for, I guess, a couple more minutes. And hopefully we won't lose this one. Like last year, I don't know if y'all remember, we streamed last year, and actually 2 streams, I think, 2 or 3. Maybe just 2. One at the actual event, and then I think one on the way up, and YouTube or whatever deleted them. They disappeared. So they are. Hopefully this one will last though. And thank you to everybody who has shown up. Thank you to everybody who's clicked like, Chris Equator showing these steaks. Those pork chops were really amazing, I have to say. So not only do you get all of that, but you also get this unbelievably tasty food that's being made by the hostess. I mean, it can't get more personal and friendly and enjoyable than that, can it? Ken folks saying, love you guys, gotta run. All right, Ryan is here, great to see you. A Promethean hails to everyone who has shown up during this roll-in going free. BV27 says, feels so good to be free, doesn't it? Isn't it amazing? Western Kind Art says, the Go Free method gives me the moral high ground and makes it entirely appropriate to talk about anti-whiteism. Precisely. You otherwise are in an immoral position, attempting to defend white people or Western civilization, or you are trying to ignore white people. You're trying to act like, no, white people have nothing to do with this. I don't care about white people. All that matters is this abstraction. All that matters is this abstraction of this or that. Art Acrobats, great to see you. Says his glass is full of wretched. Yeah, that's the world is. Kingdom of Inland says, you look good with the glasses. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, brother. So it's not all bad. As the vision slowly deteriorates, it's not all bad. Shade Master is with us. His tell you is Stormin Mormon says hello. All right, I will definitely do that. Stormin Mormon says hello. A Mercer is here. Great to see you. Reptile, I have a photograph to send you, just a photograph just for you. I had, on the way down, I took a picture of one of your works of art. I hung on the rear view mirror for good luck on the way down, and I took a picture of it just for you, so I'll share that with you first chance I get. But really great to see everybody show up today. So this is a way you can kind of vicariously enjoy the event. I can't turn the camera around and show everybody here, and the reason why is because there are people here from other white sympathetic communities, and they don't want to be seen. You know, in that community, you know, if you hold, even like I was talking about a moment ago about a MAGA position, you're a Trump supporter, you can even be persecuted at work for that. But surely objecting in other ways can be harmful, detrimental to people standing at work and in the world. And this is the way it is throughout the totality of the white sympathetic sphere over all of my decades in participation. That hasn't changed one iota. What's changed is the Go Free method has enabled people to be moral, on the moral high ground, and to say enough is enough when it comes to the victimization of white people, and then therefore everyone as collateral damage. And so people are able to be on camera. So if this was just a white well-being, a team white well-being, team WWB event, then I can't imagine that anyone, or maybe a few who are still maybe new, would be fearful of being on video, or on camera being videotaped or photographed. But those days are coming, and we're growing, and those old ideas, the old senescent ideas, as the blue sky is, as you can see, the blue sky there behind me, the old ideas, our ideologies, organizations, they're fading away, as they should. It's time for them to go. It's time for something new, something that works for everyone to take its place. Or it's just getting worse. I mean, if you've got nothing else, Kingdom of Inland is happy to be in the chat here. Great to see you. Happy to have you, brother. Sam says it looks delicious. It is delicious. I can tell you. I can vouch for that. Mr. Napoleon says, Go Free method has changed my perspective on life. It has also given me hope for the future. Amen to that. Share that testimonial. Share that testimonial. You know, jump on your different circles on social media here and share that with people. Those kinds of testimonials, that's what helps to bring people in, and they're needed because of what I was just about to say, is that you have people, you have the sunk cost fallacy. They've gotten involved in some villainy role playing, some villainy role LARPing. They're in some organization, they're in some ideology, they've been there so long, they've run family off, they've lost jobs, and they think that I've got to stick with it or all of that was a waste. It's not a waste if it is a growing opportunity. It's not a waste if you can look at it and now know the direction not to go. What did Edison say? The great white man, the great white inventor. What did he say? He says it's all about finding out what doesn't work to get to what does work. So you can look at those errors and say, all of that was wrong, and I can go another direction that's infinitely better now. Part of recognizing how that's wrong is that A, it's harmed your life. It's harmed you, it's harmed family members. But you also have to look at the fact that how long have these organizations and these vehicles been in place, these others that are out there? How long have they been in place? Just over the course of your life. Maybe you're 20, maybe you're 45, maybe you're 65. And how much worse have things gotten with those organizations, those lenses, those ideologies in place and functioning? And as you go back in time, you had a healthier and healthier white population. As you go forward in time, we have a sicker and sicker white population, a population that's less and less patriotic, a population that sees the white race less and less as even a physical entity, right? So you got to know, even without me here, even without Caleb here, even without Yizz here, even without all these great folks doing this hard work, even without Team White Wellbeing here, you've got to know that those other ways are total failures, yeah? You got to know. How can you not? What are you going to say? Well, there's nothing else to do. Oh, there is something else to do, yeah? There's something else that you can get involved in immediately, and it's the Go Free method. I want to see you get involved. I want to see you, maybe you're watching this video in replay, maybe you're one of the 72 watching live. You should have 772, 7,072 if we're going to recapture things. Maybe you're one of the new folks and you're just starting. I want you to get the Go Free audiobook. It's available right now on Audible, Amazon, Apple. Get it right now. Start listening every day. Get the book. The Go Free book, second edition, iteration 2 is the most recent one, and we're beginning work on third edition, which is going to have so much more. It's going to be like twice the book. It's really going to be the definitive tool, sort of like a toolkit for white well-being, even more so than what we already have. But I want you to get that. I want you to get started. I want you to get working on it as soon as you can, because you are going to have to make a better you as soon as you can. And you can make a better you. You need to start going free of the poisonous ideas that you are afflicted with. And instead of always saying poisonous ideas you're afflicted with, we say meme pathogen. Is that so hard to remember? We say meme pathogen. You have to address those. You'll become a better you. I guarantee it. Everyone does. Everyone says it. It's my opinion, but everyone says it. You become a better you. You'll begin reaching people around you with something that wants to spread of its own volition. It's a curative contagion. You got to start doing it. Look at the billboards. Look at the television. Listen to the radio. Look in the storybooks that are being written today, the novels. Look into the classrooms, what's being taught. They're putting up the black American flag. They're forcing that into classrooms. This is all going to end in a very bad way. You're not going to escape this. It's ending in a bad way today. It's ended in a bad way yesterday. It's ending in a bad way tomorrow. I want to make a difference while I'm here. I hate what the anti-whiteism and the anti-whites have done to my life and what they've done to our people, what they've done to the West, what they've done to the world. If you are even the most selfish person out there and all you care about is you and what they've done to you, what's happened to you as a consequence of growing up in the West, maybe you're a young guy, maybe you're an old guy, and you've grown up in the West and the white women hate you and you're thought to be a joke, you're taught to be a joke, everyone believes you're a joke because you're white, because you're a male. You never learned how to be a man because they told you how awful and evil that was. You can't get the job you deserve, or the promotion you deserve, or the enrollment you deserve because you're a white male. This world has been wretched for you. Every bit of it has been wretched for you. Well, sitting in your mother's basement, or sitting in your little studio apartment, or that little house you were able to buy, and being angry about it does nothing to get back at the people that ruined your life, whatever segment it is or whatever portion it is. It does nothing. Getting together with some friends in a political party that's never going to become a legitimate political party, that's never going to get elected to office, and you know it. There's never going to be a secession. There's never going to be a collapse that you and the others are going to be able to build over again. That's never going to happen. Grow up if you're thinking those things. You can, though, get back at these people. And you can get back at them in the biggest way, destroying their ideology. It's with the Go Free method. That's the reality of it. I want you all to participate. Hey, I'm going to jump out of here. It's great to see you all. I'm going to rejoin the festivities. The crowd that's here, I'm going to continue spreading. I got treasures from the great Elaine Sabatino that I'm finding all over the place. I have to tell you, I've got cards I'm sharing. I'm going to continue to proselytize, if you will, about Go Free with the wonderful people here. We're going to bring more people over. We're going to continue to change the world. I want you to become a part of Team White Well-Being as well. I want you to be one of the big stars on the field so we can celebrate you and put you on our shoulders, carry you around the field a few times. How does that feel? Not just watching some other content creator tell you about how bad things are, and then you celebrate him, try to live vicariously through him. Don't be a loser. Step up to the plate, be a hero. I'm not going to be streaming the Going Free tomorrow at 5 because I will be in transit from the once great state of Tennessee to the once great state of Virginia. So I will not be doing that. But I will be, let everybody know, I will be streaming Going Free on Monday. I plan to, at 5. So just a day later, and we'll be back in studio. And let's see, Pierce Taylor says, might be a Go Free club in your area. Yeah, exactly. And if you can't find one, as Promethean Promulgation says there, make one. Get together with your friends. When you start Going Free, the best way to speed it up is to get yourself a Going Free friend. We talk about that in the Go Free book, to start a Going Free club. It's a very easy thing to do, and there are some tools on my YouTube page to tell you exactly how to get started with that. And you can look down into the description, not of this video, but of the others, and you'll see the different contacts you can make. You can talk to other club leaders and ask them what you have to do to get started. It's really just about me recognizing what you're doing, and it's because you're being white positive, you're coming together, you're talking about the Go Free method and the things you do. Might be hunting, might be fishing, might be bowling, might be model airplane making. It doesn't matter what it is, but you're getting together, you're improving yourselves. Yeah, we have to do this. Let's see what else we have here. Dissonant Echoes is here. Great to see you. June says, just tuned in, and I'm happy to see that there is a space where people love white people. Oh, we love white people here. We're not afraid to say it. And we're going to put an end to our victimization once and for all. And the only way that it can be done, it might not be the way that everybody envisioned. It might not be the way that you thought your whole life. It's got to be, for example, it's got to be men marching 10 abreast on the street, and we just forcibly. It's not going to be like that. It's like this, and that's the objective. Is what matters. Putting an end to our victimization. We're going to make a world where we can go down the road and not be insulted by every billboard, practically. Where we can turn on a television and not endless insult and attack on Western kind. We're gonna make a world where we can live to our potentials rather than having our wings clipped and fettered to our sides for the totality of our lives. That's what the psychological warfare of anti-whiteism does to the white race. Rowan says, what's the occasion? It's the great Yizz the Unifier's picnic. It's a Yizz the Unifier's white positive picnic. So you have people from various circles here, like MAGA circles and the like, who have shown up to participate here, and every single one of them enjoying the concepts of Go Free. Nobody taking offense to any of it. In fact, circling in, getting tighter, wanting to hear more. What a surprise. What a surprise that is. I mean, it only happens every single time for decades, right? Tim Scott is here. He says, I'm in Tennessee. It's still good here for now, but feel like the influx coming in lately may make it worse. Oh, it's going to get much worse, much faster. And the thing that's sad is what you would call good today is what your grandfather would say is the most wretched, unlivable circumstance. So that tells you how propagandized, how infected you are with anti-whiteism. We got to go free of it. Amber is here. Great to see you, sister. Team White Wellbeing, exactly. Team White Wellbeing is rocking it today. I got to tell you, being able, as we wrap it up here, being able to be here with Yizz and her energy and her ability to reach people in love is truly a remarkable thing. So really honored to be able to be a participant in that. There she is. She's from one side. The Superman pose. The camera won't be able to see you on that side because it's got this. She's doing like a Superman pose. If there's there's nothing she can do. But Victorian time traveler might be a G.F.C event in an undecided and undisclosed location in the Rockies this year. Well, I hope so. That would be great. If I know about it and I have time and enough money, we'll see about maybe me making it out there to participate. 07s to everybody. DJC's Dashing Drafts says 07 Jason, yes, and all y'all there. Oh, it's glorious here. Great to see Time Traveler. Great to see everybody here. Overboard is here. Anybody in Oregon, anonymity is increasingly unimportant to me. Look, man, I'm going to tell you what. You won't need anonymity if you just go free. Dump the other stuff. Dump it. I'm serious. Dump it. Dump the old stuff. Get rid of it. Go free. You don't need anonymity. There are teachers in teacher environments who are able to talk about, use Go Free concepts, able to stand up against anti-whiteism, call it that in the classroom. So get faith. I mean, get religious on this issue, and dump these other things that you've been using. You won't need anonymity. And I'm going to tell you what, we've got people out there who are really struggling right now because of this anonymity. People who are getting deeply depressed because of the anonymity. I talked to them. I had an email the other day from a guy I'm really close with, good guy, and he's really struggling with the anonymity that he's had to have in life. So we need to be reaching out to each other. Let's get some GFCs going and make sure that we know that each of us is loved by the other and that we're supporting each other and that with this method, we're changing the world. That's the bottom line. With this method, we're changing the world. We are Team White Wellbeing. There is no just one guy that's your hostess with the mostest that you live vicariously through. You all are stars on the field. We all are on the field. Team White Wellbeing is taking it to whatever sports metaphor you want to use. We're taking it to the end zone. We're hitting the home run. We're doing whatever it is. We're bringing the puck to the goal again and again and again. And I expect to see you as one of the folks that we get to celebrate. I'll be looking for everybody on Monday. If we decide to go ahead and go for it on Monday, the Going Free Team. I hope everybody will show up and you'll share it with your circles of influence. As always, I love you all. And Sky Duke says, great to see you, Sky Duke says, I wish you could run for president soon. If we reach enough people, I could run, there are offices I could run for and could win. But it's not going to be, trust me, it's going to be you, Sky Duke, becoming a superhero on this sports field of life. Sharing the Go Free method, cleansing yourself of mean pathogens, and changing the world. That's going to make the difference. It's not going to be a politician. Even if God himself could elect me president, just say, okay, well, he's just president, I would face an entire country that's anti-white. So we got to work together. We got to change it. And the best thing is it's not like pushing Coke. I want you to admit, it's not like pushing Wheaties. It's not like pushing Ford. where you got to get in people's face again and again and again and again with the product. This is a curative contagion. When people hear it, they immediately want to remember and use it. I had that a couple times already today, and I plan on having it happen a few more times before we wrap it up. So, looking forward to you becoming a champ. I love you all. Let's see if we can roll out by just simply pressing the X. Maybe that's the way it works. See you all soon.